So hello friends, welcome back. And if you haven't watched the problem D, so do check out the problem D. Now let's start with the problem. Okay, let's start with the problem C of Codeforces round 652. Okay, so problem name is rationally. So first of all, I will explain the problem statement to you guys. So it states that we have n integers and k friends, n integers and k friends. So the n integers are a1, a2, a3 up to an, and these k friends, the weight is given for these k friends as w1 up to wk. Now what it states is that the weight represented, suppose here I is equals to 1, I equal to 2, I equal to 3 up to I equal to k. So the weight represented at this ith place, the weight indicates the number of integers he will obtain. Suppose the weight here is 2, so the first friend will obtain 2 integers out of these n integers. Suppose the second weight is suppose 3, so the second friend will obtain 3 integers out of these n integers. Thus it is stated that the sum of these k values is equals to m, because at the end of the day the sum of these k are what? The number of integers I actually have, because I actually want to distribute these n integers among these k friends. But the condition is that suppose the w1 was suppose 1, w2 was 2, w2 was 3. So if I allot the suppose a n to this, suppose I allot a n, suppose let's have some random number, suppose a2 to this, a3, a1, and to this I allotted a6, a7, a6, and some a5. So see, it has random allotted. So like for now it is just randomly allotted. So how will I find my answer? My answer would be the minimum and the maximum of these integers and the sum of those. So here, as you can say that the integer is only 1, so maximum is also a2 and minimum is also a2. Okay, for this the maximum would be something, let's suppose a3, minimum would be something, let's suppose a1. For this, maximum would be something, let's suppose a7, minimum would be something, let's suppose a5. So I just need to sum all of these and get my final answer. So for better understanding, let me have one example. So in this case, n is equals to 4, k is equals to 2. So if n is equals to 4, then I have 4 elements, or you can say 4 integers, 1, 13, 7 and 17. And the 2 friends which I have, their weights are 1 and 3. So what this 1 indicate is that the first friend will get 1 as it's 1, he will get 1 integer, the second friend will get 3 integers. So if I want my final sum, which I showed you above, if I want this sum to be maximum, so it is my responsibility to allot my integers to these friends, so that when they operate on this sum, so it is maximum possible. So it is clearly stated in the problem that the first person will get the number 17, the next person will get the numbers 13, 7 and 1. Thus the answer is, for this the answer would be 17 plus 17, because the minimum and the maximum both are 17 because the element is 1 only, means the element is single, so it would be 34. Here, as you can clearly see that the maximum number is 13 and the minimum number is 1, so the sum is 14, so the answer would be 48. Okay, so from this example only, you would have clearly understood what is happening in the background. Okay, so if I, let's see, it is the best example to understand what is happening in the question. So if I, let's suppose I represent the 1 as an empty box and I want to fill this empty box with a particular integer value, and I represent this 3 as 3 empty boxes and I want to fill these 3 empty boxes with some particular value. Now I have some specified integers 1, 13, 7 and 17. So okay, the first thing I know is that out of these boxes I will so I think the example is not enough. For better understanding, let's have an arbitrary example, and after that we will switch back to the first example. So for the arbitrary example, let's take like the box here are 1, here the boxes are 2, here the boxes are 2, and here the boxes are 3. So in total we have 3 plus 2 5 plus 2 7 plus 1 8 elements. So let's suppose the elements are 1, okay, sorry, let's suppose the elements are 1 7 6 5 13 12 10 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, now we need to allot these elements in these buckets. So the one thing which is very clear in my mind is what is my final answer? My final answer is the sum of the maximum and the minimum elements out of these buckets. So one thing is in my hand. My maximum element is in my hand because I clearly know that if I allot a maximum value to this, then the maximum value will be added to it. So I will allot a maximum value to the first bucket, which is 13. Then I allot a maximum value to the next one bucket only, because see, I only know that maximum, what will be the maximum value, it would surely be added in my answer, and I want my answer to be maximum. So I will opt the maximum element from this array. So I will opt to place number 12, then number 10, then number 9. Okay, now the array is completely filled. Now you will ask, okay, so now should I fill all the elements randomly, which means 1, 7, 6 and 5? So I will say no. Why no? Because see, you should always fill some buckets which are less in number with a larger value. And why I am saying so? See, if I have a bucket, suppose I have these 3 buckets, and if I have, suppose next are 5 buckets. So if for some reason I have placed my maximum value here and I have placed my maximum value here, then if I try to place, suppose my next remaining values, I have only 2 maximum values, which means I have values like 13, 15, and suppose I have 2 and 3. So I have these values, let's suppose. So if I will fill, and see, as I clearly filled the first one and the first one, so surely these will have a higher value from the remaining one. So let's suppose these values must have been 16 and 17. Now I would have to fill these remaining buckets. So if you will apply your mind and if you do something silly and if you fill 13 and 15 here, so see, 13 will lie here, 15 will lie here, then okay, I should have one more element, so 1. Let's suppose, okay, I should have one more element, so let's suppose 1. So if 13, 15 will lie here, and if I fill the remaining one, which means so let's suppose 2, 3, 1, 1. So you can clearly see that my answer, which my final answer would be, it would have my 1 as the minimum element and my 2 as the minimum element. But if I think more clearly, that if I would have filled it with 13 and 15, then I would have obtained 13 as my answer, and C, 1 would be here. Okay, so it is very clear that I should not miss my higher elements in my, why it is loading, yeah, I should never miss my higher elements when the number of boxes are less, because when the number of boxes are less, so it has a higher chance of filling those boxes with a higher value, rather than if the number of boxes are more and if we fill it with higher value, so it is for sure that a smaller value will lie at the minimum index. But when the number of boxes are less, then a larger value will lie at a minimum index. So it was the main intuition for this problem. So what I will do is, I will fill my 7 at the first, means the remaining one, then I will fill 6, then I will fill my 5 and 1. Thus, as you can see, that my answer would be 13 plus 13. Here the answer would be 7 plus 12. Here the answer would be 6 plus 10. Here the answer would be 1 plus 9. Thus, it would be the maximum answer possible you can obtain, because you think that what maximum value I can place at these indexes, and then how you thought? You thought that I will opt for a box, I will opt for a place, you can say, or you can say the place where boxes are minimum, so that I will fill them with the larger values, and then ultimately when I fill some boxes which are more in number, so it is for sure that some less value will be there, but it would be for sure that I have utilized my larger values in my earlier boxes. So it was the final intuition. Now the first thing which will strike your mind is that how to implement this. Okay, so as you can clearly see that I opted for, first I opted for higher element, then the next higher element. So I will sort this array in descending order, which means from high to low. Why high to low? Because I always wanted to opt for a higher element first, and these boxes array, these, or you can say these weight array, I will sort it in the ascending order, because as I clearly said that I want to fill my box which is low, or which has less number of buckets first, and then I will fill my box with a large number of buckets later. And the thing which I did in implementation was, I initially filled my higher indexes with these higher values, and then I filled my remaining these indexes. Okay, now one thing also to make it clear, that as you can see that if it is 1, if it for index 1, you should have 13 plus 13, which means you have to repeat it. Here the minimum and the maximum are same, so better keep this in mind that you have to repeat the element where your W of I is 1. Okay, so I hope that you guys got it, and implementation would not be quite hard for you. But to make my implementation more easy, I have made an example for you. Suppose I have 1, 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 8. So elements are 14 and my K would be 6, I guess. Yeah. 8, 8, 11, 12, 15, 19, 20, 21 and 25. And I have already sorted them, as you can see, but you should sort it in the descending order. Okay. So my array would be 1, 2, 2, 2, 3 and 4. So as you can clearly see that I have bucket 1, I have these 2 buckets, I have these 2 buckets, I have these 2 buckets, I have these 3 buckets, and I have these 4 buckets. So first I will fill 25 in my first bucket, I will cross it. I will fill 21 in my second bucket, I will cross it. I will fill 20 in my third bucket, I will cross it. I will fill 19, I will cross it. I will fill 15, I will cross it. I will fill 12, I will cross it. So as you can clearly see that my 6 was there. So up from, as I clearly said, that I will sort my array in descending order. So indexes would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So from 0 to k minus 1, I will allot my largest elements to this, and better keep sure in your mind that for 1 I will have a 1 count also, which will let me know how many ones are there, and the number of ones are there. What I will do, I will just suppose if the element is 1, so the value allotted to that particular element, I will repeat that value, which means I will add it twice again, you can say. Now you are on the index which is k, as k is here 6. So now what you want to opt? You want to opt for an element which you need to place here. So how will you opt? You will just write this particular element as 11. Then you jump down to 8. Then you jump down to next 8. Then what you will do? You will write 7 here and then 4. But actually what you wanted is the minimum element. So you jump on to 4. Now see how you will jump on to 4. If you are at the index 9, then you will jump on to 9 plus 3 minus 2. So 9 is the index, this 9 here. 3 is your value of weight, and minus 2, as you can clearly see that 1 is already filled, and while we iterate then the minus 1 is already we do. So here it is minus 2. So if we were on 6, so to have an element which will lie on it, so I will do 6 minus 6 plus 2 minus 2, which is already 6. So I added my 11 here. Same for this, I will do this. So when I am on index 11, so I will do 11 plus 4 minus 2. So it is 11 plus 2, which is 13. So I will just add my index 13, which is 1. So I will only add these particular values in my answer, and better keep in your mind that I will check the 1 count and I will repeat them twice. So I hope that I explained each and every point, the intuition, the approach, the solution, and how to write your code. So up till now, if you have understood, then I will recommend you to write the code, because I explained how the code also is working. But now let's switch to the code. So as you can see, first of all, I input number of test cases. Then I input my n and k, which represents the number of integers and the number of friends. Then I input my array, which means the integers I have. Then I input my weight array, which represents the friends for the k friends. I also have 1 count to check how many ones are in them, as I clearly showed in the explanation. Then if my this is 1, then I increase my count by 1. Then I sorted my A array in the descending order and the W array in the ascending order. I will have my initial t as 1 count. What is t here? See, the t represents let me change the color to something, yeah, white. So here the t is 0, here the t is 1. So as you can see, the 1 count is 1, so the t would start from this. So basically what t represents is from where I need to start my array. I will not include this because it is already included. Now as you can see that my t will increase start from 1, so the t will be used here. Okay, so it will not be used here. Now my answer is 0, so answer stores the final answer of the array. Okay, so it starts from 0 less than k I plus plus, then answer is equals to answer plus a of I. If my one count is more than 0, then I will, like, I will just it is just to, like, here it is just to have a into 2, so I am increasing the value of those numbers by plus those numbers also, so as to get the sum of that as well. Now I have my answer up till now, but still minimum values are also to be filled, so I will iterate from k to less than n. As you can clearly see that, okay, see that I iterated from k to last. Now switch back to the code. Now I find my index. As I showed you how I find it, my index in the explanation, I just added in my answer and I do I plus plus. So I hope that it was fine and the explanation was useful. So if you liked it, then please hit the like button and see you guys in the next video. Bye.